So, hi everyone, and I'm Luc SAMBA. This is my, as is Vidéo, the second, about my sharings about pentachromatic scales and way of thinking and of trying to foster the meaning of Afro jazz. And I came to that point to foster my concept of Afro jazz through the way of composing through the pictures. Tableau, we call that in French, tableau. And this conversation is going to be English and French. Alors ici, je suis à ma deuxième vidéo comme telle, une vidéo brute que j'ai faite là pour partager davantage ce que j'aimerais exprimer dans la musique. And there is something to have to know. Every single music has a story. Every single music, because every human being is specific and personal and unique. Any child have a story. Any human being have an expression of a feeling of aesthetics, and that's part of humanity. Animals, they do so too. Every single animal have something to express in terms of aesthetics, and in terms of emotions. Oh, every creature, every human being, every living thing, if you can say that, have a story. So music is not unique feeling about music. We have to come to the point to understand music as the expression from the heart. And that's very important to know that. That's the beginning of art. Of course, it can be some universal backgrounds to try to foster the meaning of the art. But art, it's still coming from the affectivity. L'art vient de l'affectivité de la personne humaine. On peut parler aussi of collective art, in a way. On peut parler aussi de l'art comme collectif, une expression d'une certaine culture donnée, ou l'expression des cultures données. We can talk about art like the expression of a certain culture or certain cultures. So still, there is something particular to the art relating to unique human being. And no matter how, the way we try to express, there is still a story behind every single expression of art that's meaningful for everyone. I remember one of the tough adversary of Mozart, Antonio Salieri, was seeing the music of Mozart like garbage because he understood it came from the child. He didn't understand that. Yes, that's the point. When you don't understand the story or that such music, it's very easy to judge that story. When the jazz is starting, of course, in America it has done point in terms of complex where the music is coming. Gospel was not like a music inventing. It's the story of black slaves to show the pain. And the story as meaningful by themselves. It doesn't matter what another person will think about stories. And today we know that that's how the jazz invention came, because of that story. And that still was not meaning to say something about entertainment, about what just to show like that. It was the expression of the heart. And that's why I'm trying to foster the meaningful of Afro jazz through the background of Africa. Nevertheless, you don't understand or you understand, it doesn't matter. But what matters, how we express it. And I remember very well, even if in terms of Africa diversity, those who call today pygmies, not today, we used to call pygmies, like in my country, Congo-Brazzaville, the Baka people. Comme dans mon pays, on peut imaginer les peuples comme les Baka people. Ben, pour nous, les Bantous, on aurait pu dire, voilà une musique sauvage. Par exemple, la musique Mboshi a des sonorités. Quand vous regardez, vous avez comme l'impression, mais qu'est-ce qu'ils disent? There is no story behind this music. There is nothing. Of course, there is a big story, a great story, a challenging story, and a beautiful stories. Il y a une expression qui est là du sacré. There is an expression of a sacred world they are facing to. I remember in my village when the magician needs, for example, to start a healing process, he starts some form of incantation. The magician will say certain words, sometimes we don't understand. We're just thinking, oh, that is nonsense. And those things was very full of meaning. For example, you would do something like, of course, if you have the background of Western music, you say, that's nothing. That's nothing. That's how every music can have something very particular. And our current world is very important to be open to every single music. Sometimes we don't understand the beginning and the end. Okay, this is my story about what I keep sharing as pentachromatic scales. And I put it in a fun way to play as fast as possible. But in fact, behind there is a picture I have. Let's say, for example, because I talk about how to play as a kid and how to play in the logical of the fingers. And here I have a word. What word I have in my mind here? I have the word of savannah. What's happening here is the Impala. Impala is dealing between life and death. Ici, j'ai l'histoire de Impala. Cette histoire de Impala met en place un certain nombre de métaphores. Ce sont les métaphores de la peur, ce sont les métaphores de la survie. So that story of Impala is putting on in face of earth a certain form of metaphor. The metaphor of fear, the metaphor of survival, and the metaphor of speed. Look, if I do something like that, show like that. My story is not true. No. When the Impala is in the face of a lion, you have to run. That's the true story. I'm going to try to put it in the music. So what will happen the first? When the Impala is going to meet the lion, the first is the feeling of carefulness. Impala is trying to understand what is going on. In the meantime, the lion is coming peacefully. So what I will express, it's something like a curiosity, like this. The lion is coming now. Technically, even if I didn't make it nice, because the lion had to have very careful. Okay, the Impala knows there is something to play here between death and life. Something's going to start. Not yet. The lion still watching again and playing tricks. The lion still watching again. The Impala knows this is danger. Finally, we got some distance. The Impala is breathing. It's breathing. going to go after him again? Maybe not. Maybe. Finally, another lion is close by. Again. Impala. Fight. Besides just that. The drama has happened. The Impala is taken by the lion. Le drame est arrivé, le Impala a été tué par le lion. Mais it's not the end of life. There is a life in the forest. Life in the forest with other those Impala. They're watching. They're watching. Watching. In the meantime, they learned. They learn, we must run. Ils viennent de comprendre, nous devons courir quand le lion arrive. That's the story. That's my story behind my music. My word is that word of African, wild African. Not only that word, but is a part of what is inside me. I want to express. And here I'm not even talking about the noise of the forest, just Impala story. But for me, the end of one Impala is not the end of all Impala. So what will happen there? Probably at a certain point, they don't know how to do to preserve their own safety, how to survive. So they have to learn. 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 They have to transmit the tradition. They have to learn. They have to learn. They have to learn. They have to learn. They have to transmit the tradition. It's a learning process. They have to learn process. They have to learn. And finally, they could transmit the tradition. So others Impala. And others Impala, what will happen? They will probably be a little bit more faster. They learn. That's the story. And what will happen if another story will come of another Impala from the previous story? Si une autre histoire arrive avec un autre Impala, en tout cas, l'histoire de cet Impala mangé par le lion va enseigner les autres Impalas. Alors, ils vont comprendre. You don't have to wait. N'attends pas que le lion arrive, parce que le lion va sauter. Okay, these chords, what are called wild chords, can be a certain rhythm too, like sometimes. And the meaning of the story is to say, life is precious. In the meantime, we have to know how to preserve it and to preserve our lives. That's the end of my story. So, if, for example, I would like to make the music in that way, of course, it will be instead of music challenge the possibility of speeding. Doesn't mean music to be meaningful have to be speed on the speed mode. No, I just want to show how every picture can try to come with a certain form of music. Donc, je suis simplement en train de dire toute image peut nous donner une certaine forme de musique. Voilà. Je peux partir, par exemple, de la musique du sacré, ou bien une musique des mélopées, par exemple, des mélopées téquées, des mélopées qui peuvent mettre la vie plus significativement. Voilà des choses que je n'aime pas déjà. Voilà, je vais finir ici ma vidéo.